In this video, you're going to learn how to use a sewing machine. So this is a vintage non-electrical sewing machine, but I'll show you how I managed to transform it into an electric sewing machine. So to transform it into an electric sewing machine, I just bought a motor. This is the motor that I attached to it, and it also has a presser foot pedal. This is a foot pedal you press on and plug into the electricity socket and make it an electric sewing machine. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to show you is you need to plug it into the electricity and switch on. Then you connect this cord over there, so that way the non-electric sewing machine is going to be electric, as you can see. So this is a vintage sewing machine which has been transformed into an electric sewing machine. So when I press on the foot pedal, as you can see, the machine is moving. So now let's move on to the toolbox. I'm going to show you what comes with the toolbox, and later on I'll show you how to use this sewing machine and the parts. So in the toolbox, I have some tools, and also I have my oil. This is a Singer all-purpose lubricating oil. It's important to oil your sewing machine. I'm going to show you how to do that soon. And I also have my bobbins, I have my spanner, and I have my other accessories, some screwdrivers, and the other tools that I'll later show you how to use. So the screwdriver is used to tighten or loosen the screws. So this is how you do it. You just tighten or loosen, as you can see me do. When fixing your machine, in case your machine has a fault, you can use that to tighten and loosen the screws. I also have some screws, extra screws. So now let me show you how to oil the sewing machine. So I have two oils here. I have this other one, it's called Femo multi-purpose oil. Then I have the Singer oil. So I'm just going to open my Femo multi-purpose oil. So this is how you oil it, on these little holes on top. It's usually labeled oil on the other side. So wherever there's an opening, inlet or opening, you have to put your oil, and also on the moving parts, on the joints and moving parts, even over here. And as you can see, it's labeled oil. There are some arrows showing you where you're supposed to put the oil, as you can see. So let me just show you. This is how you easily oil your sewing machine. Next, the spool pin. So the spool pin, this little tool is a spool pin. You use it to put thread, but before I show you how to do that, I'm going to show you the other tools, which is a spanner. So the spanner is used to tighten or loosen the bigger screws. Is it screws? These things over here. This spanner's got sizes. You have to try which size fits it. So now we go back to the spool pin. So this is the spool pin. This little metal, it was in the toolbox. It comes with the sewing machine with a toolbox. So you're going to put it over here. So you're just going to put it over here, as you can see, and just fix it in. So this is where we're going to be putting our thread. This is the thread that I'm going to be working with. There. So I'm now going to show you guys how to thread the sewing machine. So to thread the sewing machine, you have to go on the thread guide. So this is the first thread guide over there where I've put my machine. Then you go down to these two tension discs. There are tension discs over here. So just pass between the two tension discs where I'm pointing over there with a screwdriver. So that's the two tension discs. Between them, that is where I'm going to put, as you can see, the thread. Then bring it over there, and then go in the other thread guide. So I'm going to move my balance wheel. That little metal that is moving over there where I'm pointing, that is the next part where the thread is going to go in. So if it's down, you can just, once you move your balance wheel, it's going to move up and down. So I'm going to put over there, then move on to the bottom over here in this little thing where I'm pointing. That is where I'm going to put my thread, then finally into the needle. So to put the thread into the needle, you can use this little threader, this metal thing I'm holding over here. It's easier to put it helps you put the thread in the needle easily. So just put it inside the needle, as you can see, then put the thread there, then pull it out, as you can see me do. As easy as that. So you don't have to stress. Next, how to wind the bobbin. Now that we've threaded our machine, we're going to wind the bobbin. So the bobbin is in this bobbin case. I'm just going to get my empty bobbin and I'll show you how to wind the bobbin. So you can either wind your bobbin manually using your hands, just do it manually like I'm doing, or you can do it automatically on the sewing machine. So manually, you just have to do it with your hands. It can take some time, but with patience, you can achieve your goal as I am doing it. But if you want to use your sewing machine, this is how you wind your bobbin. Over here, as you can see where I'm lifting this is the part where you're going to put your bobbin. Open it like that, then put your bobbin, then drop it. Then you can guide your thread. You can put your thread over here, or you can just simply hold your thread. So let me just remove it and put it back for you guys. And show you guys again. This little part, you can guide your thread. But if you find it not working well, you can just hold the thread. So just put that, drop it, and then get your foot pedal, press on it. I'm pressing on it with my hand, but you have to step on it with your leg. As you can see, I hope you guys can see how the thread and the bobbin is being wound. So my bobbin is full. Once the bobbin is full, it will automatically stop. You can hold the thread as well with your hand. So this is what I meant. If you don't want to put it on that little part, you can just hold it with your hand and wind your bobbin, as you can see me do. So once your bobbin is full, it's going to automatically stop winding. Then you can cut out your thread and put it in the bobbin case. So this is a bobbin, we're going to put it in the bobbin case. So this is my little bobbin case. Then you put it like that. So this is how you put it over like that, and the thread will be hanging there. Then you take it in down here where the bobbin is supposed to be. You can pull out this little metal thing if you can't see properly, or you can just put without removing this thing out. So I'm just going to put this. Lift my needle. Just use the balance wheel to lift this needle. So I'm just going to put it and put back this metal back. So next, I'm just going to thread the machine as well. I showed you guys already how to thread your machine, so I'm just doing it once again. Then next, I'm going to show you the stitch selector. So this part is where you select the stitch length. When you go up, the stitch will be longer stitch length. If it goes down, it's a shorter stitch length. So when you're making gathers, you have to use the longest stitch length. So there are longer stitch lengths, medium and smaller, so it depends with what you're sewing. So next, let's put the bobbin thread. So to put the bobbin thread, you have to move your balance wheel. So you move the balance wheel and the needle is going to go down and lift up, pull the bobbin thread out like I have done it. Then we are ready to start sewing. So I'm just going to get a piece of fabric and put it over here. Then I'll drop my presser foot. So there's this little thing, the thing I'm pointing, this metal here. You just have to drop it and your presser foot is going to go down, and put your needle down this metal. When you lift it, you can easily remove your fabric. So I'm going to put back my fabric and I'm going to drop it down. So just drop it down as you can see me do. Then I'm going to start sewing. As easy as that. So I'm just pressing on my foot pedal and I'm running my straight stitch as you can see me do. So guys, this is the easiest way to sew and use your sewing machine. And after sewing, you have to reverse stitch the reverse button. So you just drop down this stitch selector all the way down and you're going to be in reverse mode. So you're going to reverse, tighten it, and your sewing machine will be in reverse as you can see. Once you loosen it and take it back up, it's going to start sewing straight forward again. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more.